Hello friends, my name's Real Emile and welcome back to some more Gran Turismo free A-Spec. Today we're continuing on with our Let's Play. This is episode 25, and in today's episode we're going to be taking a look at the Evolution meeting in the Beginners League. For that, of course, we need a Mitsubishi Lancer Evo, and for one of those, once again, we've got to head to Japan, where we are going to be picking up the Lancer Evo 7 GSR for this particular event, because I kind of like the Evo 7. And, yeah, I wanted to use an Evo that wouldn't be a price car, so that's cool. As far as upgrades go, I think I might just leave this vehicle stock and see how well we do. Of course, we can always come back and add upgrades should we need to. Anyways, that's the race. There's only 3 races in this one: Laguna, Seca, Trial Mountain, and Midfield Raceway Reverse. Let's head into the Laguna Seca Raceway event first. Okay, so here we are on the starting grid, and we've got a pretty varied grid. We've got 2 Tommy Mackinnon Edition Evo 6s, an Evo 5, an Evo 4, and an Evo 6. No Evo 7s, so it's pretty good that we showed up in an Evo 7, isn't it? Also, this thing doesn't have 276 horsepower like the game claims. This has a little bit more than that. It actually has about 305 horsepower, which does sound very Japanesey. I mean, hell, the R34 I'm fairly certain produces 323 horsepower in most trims, and that was supposed to be 276 horsepower, and it's like, huh, nope, nope. I don't know if I like that dealership lying aspect. Like, in these games it's fine. GT6 still does it though, and that irritates me because I have to write down statistics for a video I'm working on. And essentially I now have to change all the statistics I've got for the cars because they're not correct, because as soon as you buy them it actually gives you the proper figures, which isn't good. SW20 is best MR2 though. No, it's not. MRS is. I do not want to have my own wrestling promotion. I think that'd be a terrible idea, unless I could go into it with the 5 members of the Bagel Club. Speaking of which, keep an eye on that channel for something in the new year. I'm sure you'll like it. Anyways. And for those of you who are watching at home, like, what's the Bagel Club? Well, it's a wrestling thing, and if you like wrestling, go subscribe to the Bagel Club. I'm not saying that because I'm part owner of the channel. Nope. Yeah, I've never said I wanted to own my own wrestling promotion just because it'd be way too much work. Also, I don't like independent wrestling, so yeah. Apparently, Evo 6 is best Evo, according to what's currently going on. He's out-dragged me to the line slightly. This is going to be a very close race, evidently. Let's slam the anchors on. Didn't really want to take him from that angle. If I'm being really perfectly honest, that was a very, very bad idea. Although we are going to be on the inside for this corner, so that's good. There we go, he's going to go a little bit wide. I can just take a little bit more speed than he can through there. Which is good, of course. It's good to take a little bit more speed than your competitors. I mean, that's literally the point of racing. Literally. I'm staring off into the sand. No! Me and this Evo 6 are just going to be engaged in a tense battle this entire racing series, aren't we? I can see that. I know you want to have your own wrestling promotion. I'm just saying I don't think I've ever said that. Oh my god. Issues. Big issues. Not that big issue. There we go. Saved it. There's the dawning of the Evos. Oh my god, one of them's going off-road. I think that's the Tommy Mackinnon edition. That's a special feature on that edition. Goes off-road whenever it wants to. Does not give fuck. Right, got to take a good amount of speed through this final corner. There we go. I think we've got this. So apparently not upgrading the Evo was the better idea, because we didn't need to. As we crawl across the line. I like how the Yaris is faster than this around this track though. It's kind of interesting. Anyways, there we go. We get 5 grand, which is actually quite a bit more than I was expecting from this race series, if I'm being honest. Anyways, time to head on to the second race. Second race heads to the Trial Mountain circuit. Okay, second race features pretty much the same field again. Just with a slight change up in where they're all starting on the grid, essentially. So, yeah, other than that, no particular changes. As we get that four-wheel drive launch U off the starting grid U, I guess, I don't know. I found that Tommy Mackinnon edition weird. It has the tail lights from an Evo 5. I don't know if that's just an issue on the development of the game, or if the actual Tommy Mackinnon Evo 6s had Evo 5 lights. Because I'm fairly certain the lights are the only real difference between a 6 and a 5 anyway, so... I just prefer the 6, just because I used to prefer the 5, but recently I think I've sort of more started siding with the 6, just because I sort of prefer the simplified tail light design, and I think there's some slight changes in performance as well between the two cars. But you're a Japanese car nerd, educate me. On the exact differences between Evo 5 and Evo 6. I'll tell you the difference for free right now. The Evo 6 is apparently kicking my ass in this race. The Evo 5 is somewhere back there. Somewhere. Anyways. Evo just going for a double of brakes through there. Come on. I've got a bit of Fiero Rocher stuck in my mouth I'm trying to get out right now. That's why the commentary got quite unexciting. Alright. Come on. Oh, took a hell of a lot of corner speed through there. I mean, I don't necessarily agree with what you're saying, but I mean, maybe. I don't care enough about Evos to tell you. Oh, that's a question for you. What are you, Impreza or Evo? I know for me personally, I'm Impreza. Because Bug-Eye Impreza. But Evo 6 is definitely my favourite Evo. Tommy Mackinnon edition is... Here's the thing for me. If we're talking up to 2000, then I prefer the Evo. If we're talking after 2000, I prefer the Impreza. Because Bug-Eye Impreza is best Impreza, in my opinion. So yeah. Bug-Eye Impreza is my favourite, followed probably by the 2015 model. I really like the new Impreza. I know people are like, oh, it's just a Toyota Corolla, you don't even know what to have it with the wing. I really like the look of the new Impreza. I think it's a cool looking car. I saw one of them in real life the other day and it was like, oh, you are very sexual. You are very, very sexual. You should get inside me immediately. Or I should get inside you immediately. I'm not sure. It gave me consent, it's fine. Stream is having a sad, according to everything. Apart from the people in the stream who say it's absolutely fine. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. That's bad. This is an Evo, however. Off-road for the win, bitch! Oh god. Mighty amounts of issues, and then across the line. Impressed because it didn't die, and wagons make me happy. Well, both of those are bonuses. I mean, admittedly, the Legnum is pretty swagging. I do like the MCM. Oh, that fucking thing, I don't care about that. I don't watch Mike Car mods anyways. Anyways, on to the final race. Final race heads to the Midfield Raceway in reverse. Okay, final race. Grid, again, has not changed. It's literally just gone to the same order it was for the first race. Pretty much, so, yeah. Anyways. Go! Lots of speed. All of the big speed. Okay, let's hope this fucking laptop decides not to shit the bed again. Yes. I mean, to be fair, you haven't... The only thing you've really missed, Q, is Honda Accords, and now you're watching the final race of the night with the Evos, which apparently have all decided to go off-road, because A, Evo. So I'm thinking that's an Evo 4 in front of us, because the Evo 4 has a weird spoiler and the front end clip from something. Yep. It kind of makes me sad the Evo 3 isn't in this game, because Evo 3 is very, very cool Evo. I want an Evo 3 in Horizon 3. That'd be swagging. I don't want to be one of these kids who are like, oh, you should put this kind in the game because it's my favourite model of this particular generation. I'd much rather just have... I want to see Daniel do MMA. He'd get CM Punks, I can assure you. Anyways, I don't want to be one of these kids who are like, oh, but there's loads of different generations of this car in the game, but because the one I specifically like isn't in the game, I'm going to get triggered. I would still kind of like to see the Evo 3. Like, I wouldn't be averse to seeing the Evo 3 because that thing is very sexual. I'm sure Q will probably agree with me on that, as I understeer and get killed. Come on, give me a little nudge for your Evo brother, your newer friend. I don't know. Right. Don't worry about him overtaking us. We should be fine. He is going to take way too much speed through there. I am also going to take way too much speed through there. But I am going to do it the smart way. He's going to do it the dumb way. Because he bought the wrong Evo. What is the difference between each generation from 1 to 4? The one had 226 horsepower and it kind of just looked like a standard Lancer. No idea what the difference with the Evo 2 is. I think that added 256 horsepower. And the Evo 3 was... The Evo 3 just made it look a bit more like an Evo. It had, like, extra gills and wings and shit. Yeah. And then the Evo 4... The Evo 4 essentially changed it up completely. The Evo 4 got the rear end, which basically would be continued until the 7. You know, with that classic sort of light cluster. And it had a weird front end on it. It looked like a bit of a cross between the 3 and what would later become the 6. It kind of looks like a depressive emo kid, really. But, meh. You'll see it at the end of this race anyway, because I believe that'll be the prize car for this event. And across the line. So yeah, apparently we really did not need to upgrade the Evo, and we've actually earned quite a bit of our money back on this car as well, because I believe I built this car for 27 grand, and we've won 15 grand plus prize car. So, here we go. Anyways, let's go see what that prize car is gonna be. I have an idea of what it's gonna be. It is indeed what I thought it was going to be. This is an Evo 4. So yeah, there you go. That's an Evolution 4. It's got a weird wing on it that I do not like at all. Yeah, that's that. So, let's just head back to the garage quickly, just so we can get a final look in at the Evo 4. There we go. 271 horsepower, there you go. It's in Dandelion Yellow, which is pretty cool. There's some information on it, and then I'll just quickly show off the Evo 7 that we use, which has apparently gained a horsepower somehow. So yeah, I'm fairly certain it's just the same engine, but it's been overhauled. Anyways, friends, that is it for this episode of the Gran Turismo 3 A-Spec Let's Play. I do hope you've enjoyed. Join me for the next episode where we'll be taking a look at the Beetle Cup, so stay tuned for that. Thank you all very much for watching, friends. Mine's been the real Emile, and until next time, farewell.